Hi guys. Oh, do you see the title of this video? So I'm going to tell you guys what happened to me yesterday. Yesterday was a very, very interesting day to say the least. So, so some of you guys know, like, I work in the vet tech field. So kind of like how doctors have nurses, DVMs have vet techs. So there was a procedure being done. It was a surgery on a dog's stifle that I was basically the scrub-in technician for. So I go to work and hi, Miss TK XOXO. Got Aisha in here. Oh yes, here are we feeling the hair? Is that what it is? We feeling the hair? It turned out nice, right? I like how it turned out. I absolutely love it. Love it to death. So let me tell you guys this story real quick. I gotta figure out where I'm looking here. I'm looking down here because this is my screen, but that's my camera. So forgive me. So I went in and basically you have a technician, depending on the surgery, you have a scrubbing technician. That's the one that's going to be sterile. They're going to be helping the doctor. And then you have a technician that does the monitoring. So monitoring includes writing down all the stats, adjusting the anesthesia, the isoflurane, and then handing instruments to the doctor. So this being like my first, it was a TPLO surgery. I said, well, I want to be the monitoring technician. So my supervisor was like, you should probably be the scrubbing. It's a little bit easier. I would suggest doing that. So I said, okay, whatever. So I get everything together. I get all scrubbed in, and we up in there. We in the damn surgery. Okay. So I have on a scrub top, my gown, my sterile gloves, a bonnet on my head, a mask, and I'm good to go. So we're doing the surgery. I'm holding the leg open because it's like right at the stifle. I'm pulling it apart so the doctor can go in and pull out these ligaments. So next thing I know, I'm looking straight ahead at one of the technicians through the little glass that we have. I'm looking at them while I'm holding the legs apart, looking at them. And I made eye contact with this one girl. So the last thing I remember was us making eye contact. And then shortly after that, I just felt myself like getting hot. And I looked down for a second. And as I was getting hot, hi, Allison, knock, knock. As I was getting hot, I started saying to myself, okay, they say, sometimes people faint when they do their first procedure. They said if you lock your knees, it stops like the blood flow. So I bent my knees and I started rocking back and forth. But I could still feel like this cloud of heat like coming over me. And right as I was about to say, I started thinking, okay, I need a stool. I need to sit down. So right as I started thinking that, I was about to tell them like, all right, guys, I think I need a stool. I just felt myself like something came over me and it felt like I was falling asleep. Next thing I knew, when I came to, I'm on the floor, I'm leaning on the other technician that was in there, and all these people are in the room. They're asking me, am I okay? Do they need to call somebody? Did I hit my head? Like they're trying to figure out if I fell all the way back and hit my head. It was just crazy. And all I can remember is just leaning on this guy. And they're talking to me, asking me all these questions. And I just kept leaning on him. And then the doctor was like, okay, everything is fine. She's doing okay. It happens to everybody. Like, it's not the first time it happened before. She's going to be okay. Just have her creep out of here. Don't have her stand up. Have her creep out on her all fours out of the surgery room. That time, my ass is hurting. And I'm trying to like reposition myself. And they're like, no, don't get up. But I'm like, y'all don't understand. Like, I can't sit on my ass. Like, my butt hurts. So they're like trying not to make me move. They're putting all these damn ice packs on me to cool me down. So it's around my neck, on my hands under my shirt, and I'm just sitting there and I'm still like overheated. So I eventually like positioned myself on all fours and I crept out of the room. Child, when I fell, they said the girl that I was looking at, she said the last thing she remembered was like we made eye contact. She turned around for a quick second. Then she heard like everything just, she heard like a basin fall. She heard that noise. She turned around and then she didn't see me anymore. And she was like, oh shit, this girl fainted. So I was on the ground and I hit something going down because I have like my butt is bruised. I have like this scratch on my ass and my back is killing me to no end. I just noticed like how much my back hurt today when I tried to restrain an animal in a certain way. He started like kicking up and stuff like that. So today was the first day that I noticed how much my back hurt. So I'm going to go to the doctor and probably get that checked out within the next couple of days, just to make sure it doesn't turn into something worse. But like, that was the worst feeling ever. Like, it just came, I don't know where it came from. And have you guys seen like that clip with Wendy Williams when she fainted? It was nothing like that. Like, she stumbled and it looked like she was trying to catch herself. It felt like I was literally falling asleep. You know how in most movies they'll tell you like when you're going under anesthesia, start counting back from 10, and then they just make it seem like the person fell asleep. That's exactly how I felt. And like, I don't know, I was out of it for like a few seconds. It just felt like I was dozing off, falling asleep. And then when I came to, like I said, I was on the ground and I was like, well, what the hell just happened? I was like, did I just pass out? Like, I really didn't know what happened. I was just on the floor and I could just remember leaning on this guy. And then like later in the day, probably like an hour or so after I came back to myself, I like peeked my head into the surgery room and I was like, I'm sorry to the doctor. And he was like, no, it's fine. You know, you did knock over all my tools, but we had multiple of everything, and the implants that they needed to use, that stuff was still sterile. So like, I just felt so bad because like I knocked all this shit over, but they were like, okay, at least you fell the right way. You didn't fall onto the sterile field, meaning I didn't fall on the pet when I fainted. I was just like, oh my God. This could have been so much worse if this guy didn't catch me. Like, I could have literally fell back and hit my head. That's how fast it happened. And they said like 1 minute you were there, the other minute like you just went down. And my ass is hurting so bad. Like, it just kept hurting all day. And finally, when I got home and I looked at it, like there's this big ass gash in my butt cheek. And I'm just like, well, I'm glad it's not summertime. I can't wear my ass cheeks out at the beach. It's horrible, but I'm gonna go see if I have anything. I just feel like my ischiac tuberosity is bruised. It hurts. It hurts so bad. It really does. That's my little story about passing out. So that's how my day was yesterday. I just felt totally overheated. I didn't like how that went down at all. Anyhow, guys, I am could have been really serious head trauma if you hit the concrete floor. Yes, indeed. And we had all types of tools in there too. Like, there were drill bits. When I went back in and I looked, there was actually a tool that was sticking out the bag. It was like a drill. And I was like, damn, like any part of me could have fell back on that drill and that shit could have pierced my fucking body, or I didn't mean to curse, pierced my body or like my head or something like that. Like, it definitely could have been so much worse than it actually was. And the thing is, like, I'm thinking like I ate breakfast. So it wasn't like a full like hearty, healthy breakfast. It definitely wasn't, but I had something to eat. And I'm just kind of, I just wish like they went about doing things a little bit differently, because if I knew that I was going to be in that surgery, I definitely would have prepared myself a different way. I would have made sure I had a better breakfast, made sure that I had something to eat prior to starting the procedure. And I think that's probably what played into the whole fainting thing, along with myself getting overheated. I think that's what played into it. So I think in the future, what I'm going to do is probably just wear like a tank top like this. And someone says, sis, are you preggo? No, I'm not preggo. No, it's just evidently it's just really, really popular for people to faint the very first time they go into when they scrub into surgery. It has a lot to do with your mental, and it also has to do with people seeing like the inside of a leg, like blood and ligaments and bone and stuff like that. Like for me, I always hated it because I never really want to see that part of a pet. Like I don't want to see I don't want to see your guts. I don't want to see the inside. But that didn't really bother me. Like I was looking at it, I started getting hot, but that didn't make me feel queasy or anything like that. I think it was just like the whole mindset. And then like I started getting overheated. And it's just funny because they said it happens to everybody, and everybody in the hospital like physically came up to me and was like, you know, it happens. And the same guy that caught me, he was like, yeah, you're not the first one that I've caught. I've caught everyone in here that passed out when they were doing the surgery. And I'm like, damn, like he caught every single technician that passed out. But I had like one of my friends there, one of my coworkers, she was very attentive. Like she, you know, she came in, she like got me a doggy bed. She got me this big ass doggy bed to sit on because my ass was hurting. And she like packed me down with all these freaking ice packs to the point where my neck, like when I came to, I was just like, yo, why is my shirt wet? And she was like, oh, that's from the little towel I had on you. And I appreciated her saying, so she was like, so do you mind if I put this towel on here? Is it going to get your wig wet? Like, she was like, do you mind if your hair get wet? First of all, it's not a wig, but thank you for asking about my hair, because you know how us colored folk, how we feel about our hair. So I appreciated her asking me that. Like, do you mind if I put this on here and if it gets your hair wet? Yeah, she had like all my extremities. She was like, do you want to take off your shoes? Go ahead and put these on your hands. She stuffed it under my shirt, everything, got me some water, my phone, so I can cool down. She was extremely nice. And then who told me to call my boyfriend and because I was just sitting there. I'm like, give me my phone, and I called him and I texted him and I told him what happened. He called me, and then I put my phone on the charger, and poor thing was blowing my phone up when I was away from my phone, trying to figure out what happened. And I felt bad because I know like he was probably thinking the worst and trying to figure out what happened, and he couldn't get in contact with me. So I felt bad. Something bit me on my face. I felt bad that happened, but all is well. I'm gonna go to the doctors in a couple of days and get my ass checked out to make sure that nothing happened as far as like my alignment. Because if you think about it, like falling on your butt, like all your weight just collapsing on your butt, like that can kind of mess with your spine and your alignment a little bit. So I want to make sure that did not happen, you know? So that's my story, guys. That's my story time for tonight, how I fainted during surgery. Miss TKXOXO said, boyfriend, I'm out of the loop. What are you talking about? Go on my Instagram. He's on my Instagram. You can see him there. He's a yummy, yummy guy. You guys saw him before. You just didn't know that's who that was. You definitely saw him before on here. T-Bay said, it's not a wig. What is it? This is actually crochet. I did 2 videos installing this live. So if you go back to my previous videos, the 2 videos right before this, you will actually see me putting, yes, you'll actually see me putting this hair in. and it was a 2-part video. So yes, I like your hairstyle. Thank you. Yes, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Y'all asking too many questions. Miss TKXOXO, yes, yes, yes to your question. Remember when you used to make wigs to cover your locks? Yes, I do remember that. Now it's really hard to kind of find those wig caps that are that forgiving, but I do remember. They give me headaches now, so I don't even like consider going that route right now. How did you get your locks covered? It's all in that video. It's just crocheted. My locks are braided back into like just straight back cornrows. And then I crocheted this hair over my locks. So that's what this is. My hair is very long and I want to make one, but I need to cover all this hair. I have videos in the past too of when my locks were pretty long and I would make my own wig caps back then. So you can kind of search through a few of my videos to see how I did it back then. It was basically the same thing. I would braid my hair back, and then the long part of my hair, I would just run it back along the cornrow and kind of sew it down. And then the biggest thing is just finding what is called a stocking cap. I'm sorry, I'm in here fidgeting. Finding a stocking cap that fits and doesn't give you a headache, especially if you're going to be wearing the wig cap for extended periods of time. Yes, when they were long, I had that's where it all started. I did wig caps because back then I didn't know anything about. I did sew-ins before, but back then no one really crocheted hair. So when I covered my locks, it was with wig caps. One of my most popular videos is what is it, Bohemian? I think it was like a Bohemian curl wig cap or something like that. That's one of my most popular videos on here. I think it's like 167,000 views or something like that. And it's a 2-part video and it shows how I used to make my wig caps. The closure back then was mad ghetto, so I wouldn't do the closure back then. But the concept of how I braided my hair and stuff like that, you can look at that. Let me see. Someone said, I'm surprised it held up after the smile you did on Instagram. Too cute. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. How'd you get your locks covered? I answered that. Yes, the guy in one of your recent videos. Yes. Yeah, that's him. You guys were watching it and didn't even know. It's like it's you can't even hide the chemistry. That's the funny part. Even if we tried, so I'm not gonna pretend. From the party pics. Oh man, we had such a good time this weekend. And I'm glad that I record those videos when I do, because I go back and I look at them and I just crack myself up at the stuff that we do and how much fun we have when we go out. We go to this jazz bar and the jazz bar is freaking amazing. You know what? I'm probably gonna see him later tonight, probably in a couple hours or so. So we might come on and do a video because we need to talk about some stuff with you guys. We really do. All right, guys. I just wanted to I'm sitting here scratching my foot because something bit me. How is this connection? I just got my internet installed today, so I hope this connection is 100% like A1. I'm gonna go back and watch this video really quick, but how is the connection looking? I know I've been telling you guys like I'm working on something, so I wanted to know what this is looking like. God darn it, stop this madness. The connection is great. Like it's not freezing or anything like that. It's just like clean. It's clear. Perfect. Awesome. So I'm one step closer to getting my shit all together. Awesome. That's good. Somebody said no. I don't know what no is. Okay, from the stuttering. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna get my life together. This damn cat is rude. This cat got a bed and he refused to sleep. You see where he is? You see him, right? Refuses to sleep in his damn bed. But he want to sleep on my couch. Anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you. Lately, I have been posting on, I noticed there's like a community. Is it community or communication? Let me see which one. There's like, it begins with C. I don't know. It's either community or communication. Yeah, it's community. There's like this little community tab that happens to post. Like if I post something, like you guys can see what I'm posting and you can kind of respond to it. So if I'm thinking about doing a video, because I don't really like posting that stuff on my Instagram, being that I have people that I work with and like more so in my everyday life that I don't necessarily want to have them watching my videos. So what I do is I go onto the community tab and I post something, and from there, so like I'm going to post something now and I want you guys to tell me if you get this notification. I'm just going to post live. Live. I fainted. I'm going to post that now. So I don't know how you guys receive this. I don't know if your notifications have to be on or anything like that. So tell me when you watch this, if you're on right now, if you guys got a notification or what you have to do to go about getting that notification. Because I'm still, you know, it's a lot of new things that are popping up on YouTube, but they don't tell you about this stuff. So it's like, what the hell? Let me see if I can even get back to the chat that you guys, okay. Weird, I thought I already had you added. You guys are too cute. Why, thank you. There goes my phone. Siler, stop it. 1 second. Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's Billie Jean. Billie Jean must have sensed that my ass done passed out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works out at all. So yes, that's exactly what he says too. My boyfriend's always teasing Siler about his bark. Like it's not even a full bark. It's just like like, come on. Either you bark or you don't. But you're not gonna do both. I didn't get a notification. See, it's weird. I don't know where people get it from, because I'm starting to post on there and then you're able to kind of go onto that little link and then you can respond to it. So if I'm going to post a video pretty soon, that's where I'm going to post it. I'm going to mention it to you guys. And then if I want to get suggestions on videos or what you think about a video I'm about to post, that's where I'm going to go. So on my main YouTube page, look for the part that says community. See if you can find that. If you didn't get a notification, see if you can find that little tab. It's going to be right next to, it's going to say home, videos, playlist, and then community. If you click on the community part, that's where you see the public posts, anything that I post to YouTube. So I don't know. That's the way we'll probably have to go about it for now. All right, guys, I am going to go get my life together. Go see Mr. Daddy Dude and hang out with him for the rest of the evening. Oh God, it's already 9 o'clock. Until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in. I am happy that I did not crack my skull open when I fainted. I appreciate you guys tuning in with me. This is not a message that I need you to share. So just want you guys to keep rising. Okay. Make sure I got all your questions before I get up out of here. What you doing, boy? Sound like he back there prancing around. Miss TKXOXO said, I see it. You see what? You see the notification, or you see the little community thing? And then when you get to the community thing, tell me if you got it as a notification or if you had to go under community to find it, just so I know. Because if I'm not able to, I sneezed earlier and my lower back hurt. It's like you got to position yourself before you sneeze. This is so uncomfortable. I'm definitely going to go to the doctor because I feel like I bruised my ass. I found it under the community tab. Okay. All right. I'm going to go, guys. I'm starting to feel like crap. My nose is starting to get stuffy. And my ass hurts. My ischiatic tuberosity hurts. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, keep rising.